Welcome to the Best of Beaver County, presented by St. Barnabas, a weekly segment dedicated to putting the focus on the amazing things and the amazing people behind them in Beaver County. The Best of Beaver County is sponsored by and content is provided by St. Barnabas. The show airs every Thursday from 11 to 11:30 on WBBP, WMBA, 99.3 FM, and Facebook Live. Now, with no further ado, let's welcome host Mike Romigh to introduce today's program.
A trusted name in healthcare, the St. Barnabas Health System has become a visionary leader by caring for people in Southwest Pennsylvania since 1900. Today in Allegheny, Beaver, and Butler counties, we offer a full continuum of care for our residents, patients, and retirement communities. St. Barnabas is focused on increasing the quality of life in all of our communities by offering health services that encompass a range of specialized doctors, dentistry, home health and home care, hospice, and palliative care. These services can be found in our home-like accented retirement living, personalized living assistance, and hands-on skilled care campuses. The St. Barnabas Health System continues to reach those in need and lives out its mission through individual and institutional services that promote the health, education, and social needs of others. In building upon its heritage, men and women are invited to join in the work of continuing Christian caring, healing, and teaching as we bear witness to our founder's reminder that God is able. In offering solutions and opportunities to enhance the daily lives of our residents, patients, and communities, St. Barnabas is excited to offer another musical presentation for your listening enjoyment. As the Christmas season continues and through the melodies of today's guests, we hope you will be able to recall childhood memories of the people and places that make this season so joyous. Joining us this morning are members of the Beaver Area High School Chamber Choir, along with the Director of Choirs, Susan Metelsky. And these are a few of my favorite things. I love this time of year, and I love when we have the Beaver Choir because they come in costume. That's beautiful. Welcome, Susan. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And so many members of your choir from last year are joining us again.
Members, yes.
This is why they didn't want to graduate. They wanted to be here again this year. Welcome. And the members of the chamber, you guys look fabulous. Did you come on a bus or did you have a carriage come in from Beaver? But it's fabulous. Talk about the performance, the attire of these young adults in reminiscent, I guess, Victorian carolers,
Yes.
Dickens choir?
Yes.
The Dickens, you say?
Yes, I do say that. Yes. The capes were made, I had this vision about 27 years ago, actually before I was a teacher at Beaver.
Excuse me,
Yes.
there's just a very young lady, and she's shorter than the
go.
rest. I'm going to
There
get
we
out of the
go.
way so that you can see her. There you go.
So I used to have a choir would come and sing in Beaver before Beaver really had big light up nights. And when I was hired at Beaver, I said, this really needs to happen. It was getting bigger at Beaver, and I said, I need to have a choir in costume.
Yeah.
And so the first couple of years I made the capes. I just got black skirts, and the students fill in everything else underneath. The costumes are big enough that they can layer when we sing outside and it's really cold.
Okay.
And the bonnets are just a frame we cover with material. And a couple years ago we added gentlemen to our group, so I had to buy the long coats, I guess you would call them. And so some of these capes are about 20 years old.
Wow, very good. So when you started this out, you were the choir teacher, you were the
Yes.
music teacher,
Yes.
right? And then you decided to get into being a seamstress, and you started
Sort
to
of.
make...
And then about 2 years later, a parent did help me and make some more. So.
Okay,
Because it was growing.
very good. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and I'm in my 33rd year of teaching, my 20th year of teaching here at
In Beaver? Okay, very
I taught
good.
in Virginia, and then a couple of places here in Beaver County, and then finally.
Yeah. This seems like something that would go over in Johnstown as well, the period pieces and all those sort
yes,
of things, huh?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, and have you been a director of choir at other places?
Yes, I was at Western Beaver for 6 years.
Okay, all right, so it wasn't a very long trip down the hill.
No, closer to home actually,
Yeah.
going to Beaver, so it was
Okay.
a nice jump.
Very good, and because such a big part of this, and we'll get to let you introduce the members a little later on, but people want to hear the sounds of this choir, and they sound even better than they look. So if you will introduce the first song that they're going to
All right, we're going to sing Jingle Bells first. And Jingle Bells was first performed in 1857 in Boston and recorded for the first time in 1889 on an Edison cylinder. Not exactly sure what that is, but...
We still use that here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Here is Jingle Bells.
When I'm off to the side. Okay, that's okay.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and we got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Beautiful. I was just having some eggnog over there while you guys were talking. I'm going to stand back over here so that I'm out of everybody's way. Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. You should be a part of it. They don't want to see my face. They want to see your smiling faces. Can you introduce the choir members to us?
Sure,
Pass
let's
around
do
the
that.
microphone.
Let's start with our back row.
Hi, my name's Riley. I'm a senior.
Oh, and you can do a shout out if you want, right?
Yeah, sure.
Shout out to my parents.
Hi, my name is Andrew Kivett. I'm a senior, and love you, Mom.
Hi, my name is Manny Garcia. I'm in 9th grade, and shout out to my grandma.
A freshman. Wow.
Hi, I'm Kaylin Conley. I'm a freshman, and shout out to my parents.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm a freshman.
Hi, I'm Kate Samchuk. I'm a senior, and shout out to my parents.
Hi, I'm Vivian Potts. I'm a senior, and Mom, if you see this, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Abby Dawson. I'm a senior, and shout out to my cat, Ophelia, at home.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm a senior. Shout out to my entire work family watching this. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony. I'm Kayla Cornell. I'm a senior, and shout out to my friends and family.
Okay. That's quite a group. And this is everybody, or is there a larger group that goes?
We have about 6 or 7 other folks.
Okay. All right. And they're in solitary confinement for today,
Yes,
so
they are.
couldn't make it out. But very good. Now tell us a little bit about how you choose the members and the music that you pick for this choir.
The music really hasn't changed in 20 years. We've added a song here and there. Somebody will say, hey, let's add this song into our, all right. Let's add this song into our packet. And I'll say, sure, let's give it a try. And after a year or two, sometimes that song comes out.
Yeah.
We just kind of pick and choose. But the main grouping of songs has not changed.
Okay.
And as far as how they get into this group, we have after-school rehearsals. I want to say it's by audition. If you come to these rehearsals, learn the music, and sound good, you're in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's really by audition, but
Very
we
good.
take everybody that can hang with us.
Now what about vocal range?
We
You know,
have
as far as the members are concerned.
we have sopranos, we have altos, and we have baritones. We usually do 3-part SAB music.
Okay. Have most of them, and you guys can answer this as well, have you been singing for most of your lives? Was it a stretch? So it wasn't anything out of the way for you to sing in front of people? No. Okay. Because most people, even those who are watching, might sing in their cars, and I see them. You probably see them as well, driving down the street and they're parking and they're singing at the top of their
How
lungs.
many of you folks have been singing since 5th grade with the choir? Most have.
Okay. And so it was something that just, kind of interested you, and it was like, for some people maybe it was athletics, sports, or something like that, but for you it was singing. It was just something that you did, and you did well. Did friends and family say, wow, you have a beautiful voice? Do they say that? I mean, because somebody has to build your confidence in order to do this sort of thing.
And what's nice about my group is I do have those athletes. State tennis champion here, football player, volleyball, and what else do we do? archery, softball,
Okay.
state champs, right? Yes. So very diverse, and they're all very smart, very academic.
Well, they have to be, right?
Yes.
To read music. Do you all read music? You just follow along? Okay. Do you play instruments at all? Anybody play instruments? Is anybody, they're shaking their heads. You can answer. She'll hand you the mic if you want to elaborate on your answers. But after high school, most of you are seniors. Do you have any aspirations to go on to more musical endeavors? What would you like to do?
I'd like to have a side career in music and singing.
Okay. Broadway, maybe?
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, okay.
She writes her own songs.
Oh, you do? Oh, wonderful. Maybe sometime in the future we'll have to have you back on to sing some of your own songs. How about that? Okay. Anybody else planning on going to college for musical interest or anything like that? Or just going out to try and make it in some theater or anything like that? This gentleman back here?
I am planning on going on to college, stuff like that, and I'm not really gonna major anything music specific, but I'm definitely gonna continue to do musicals and see if they have a choir or anything like that.
Wonderful. Excellent. All right, another song coming up for us. They said the only person in that crowd without a hat, please move out of the way. So I'm going to do that, and you guys introduce the next song.
All right. Our next song is Silent Night. We're going to sing the first verse in German because that's the origin of the song. It was a German carol written in 1848 for a guitar because the church organ broke. So we'll sing the first verse in German, and then the second verse is the first verse in English.
Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft einsam wach, nur das traurige, heilige Paar. O der Knabe in lockigen Haar, schlaft in himmlischer Ruhe, schlaft in himmlischer Ruhe. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon Virgin Mother and Child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
We hope that you are enjoying the Beaver Area Dickens Choir, and we'll continue with the best of Beaver County on the St. Barnabas Radio Network after this short break.
When you think about retirement, what images come to mind? Why not let yourself imagine enjoying an exceptional retirement lifestyle at the Village at St. Barnabas in Gibsonia? Attainable luxury can become yours because the Village has no large upfront fees and it's based on a simple annual no-risk contract. The only decision to make is when to move in. Call 724-443-0700 or click stbarnabashealthsystem.com.
Now entering our 75th year of serving Beaver County. You're listening to 99.3 FM, 95.7 FM, 1230 WBVP and 1460 WMBA. Part of the St. Barnabas Radio Network.
Welcome back to the St. Barnabas Radio Network and the best of Beaver County. Today we're speaking with Susan Metelsky, the Director of Choirs, and the Dickens Choir members from Beaver Area High School. We hope you're enjoying it. And if you're just listening to this on the radio, of course you're hearing the angelic voices of this choir. But if you have access to Facebook, you're going to want to turn it on to WBVP, WNBA Facebook, because you get a chance to see these students who sing so angelic. They have angelic voices, and their choir director, Susan Metelsky, I see you singing along with them as well. So this never gets old for you, does it?
No.
All right, let's introduce some of the members. Vivian Potts. Vivian, Riley, Paul, and Andrew Cavett we're going to be talking with. What is your vocal range?
Soprano and then a little bit of alto.
No, that's okay. You just hold on to it. Don't be so quick to pass that off. You want to be in the music business, you got to hold on to that microphone. Don't give it up to anybody. Now, when did you first get interested in?
I've kind of had a love for music all of my life, but I started in choirs whenever I was in 5th grade.
5th grade, okay. And so is there any singer out there, any pop star or person that you pattern yourself after when you first started?
Selena Quintanilla was always a big inspiration for me because she kind of came up from nothing and made it really big, and she's still loved to this day.
Wonderful. Riley Paul. Riley?
Hello.
Hello, how are you over there?
I'm good, how are you?
You seem like the quiet one of the two. What is your vocal range?
I'm
oh,
not
no,
the quiet
I got
one.
that wrong, huh? Oh, okay.
I'm an alto.
Okay, very good. And you started again in 5th grade? Or?
Yeah, I started as soon as I could in 5th grade.
Okay. And what was that experience like for you? What made you stay with it? Because some people, we all have to sing it in grade school. But what made you interested? Was it a teacher that you had at the time, or?
We had Miss Damasceno in middle school, and I really liked the songs that she chose, and just the whole environment of choirs really loving. And then we came to high school, and I've had Miss Metelsky since freshman year.
And you've stuck
actually
with
middle
it
school.
Since middle school?
Yeah, 7th
Okay.
grade.
And as an alto, at what point did you find out you were an alto?
I mean, I sing some soprano too. I was a soprano last year with Miss Metelsky.
Well, how does that happen? How does vocal range change over the course of time?
I just have a large vocal
Oh,
range.
okay, very good. Anybody you patterned yourself after?
Not really. I mean, everyone really had an impact on me just growing up listening to different kinds of music. But
Okay. Any particular style that you liked?
I listened to basically everything, but I really liked listening to older music with my grandparents, like 60s and 70s. Sorry.
Older music. All right. With that, let's move on to Andrew. That's all right. 60s and 70s produced some great music we're still listening to today, right?
Golden oldies.
Yeah, right. I'm an oldie. Andrew. Andrew Cavett, good morning. Tell us a little bit about your vocal range and how you stayed with choir all these years.
All right, so yeah, my name is Andrew Cavett. I started as a tenor, but throughout the past few years I've shifted to like the bass area. But I can still hit some of the tenor notes, but I started choir in 8th grade. Not as old as some of these people here, but
yeah,
these people truly got me started in here because I never had the confidence to do so.
Yeah. So it's often been said about, especially males, you're going to go through that change, puberty at about whatever age it is, and your voice is going to change.
It does.
Is that how he goes from a tenor to the alto?
Yeah,
the
to the baritone.
To the
bass,
baritone,
yes.
yeah. Okay.
The
all
voice
right.
just gets, the vocal folds just grow and get
So
deeper.
you expect that?
Yes.
When students come in, they may come in singing high
Yes.
at some point, but then
That's
later
middle
on
school.
they're going to just drop
We have
it
to
down.
live through middle school, and then we get to this.
Okay. And did you have any performer or anybody that you specifically liked that, when you sing, you try and think, that's what they would sound like?
I wouldn't, honestly, not really. I feel like the person that I always was inspired by was one of my fellow classmates. His name's Jonah Janicki. He's always inspired me since day one, and I've always kind of tried to match his voice and his vocals, stuff like that.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. At least he didn't say old people like 60s and 70s.
No,
and
you all are
stuff like
very
that.
young.
All right, let's go to the next song, if we would. Angels We Have Heard on High. Is that the one we're going to do?
He's going to, Manny's going to introduce this one.
Okay.
Angels We Have Heard on High. An old French melody that originated as early as the 18th century and was published in North America for the Diocese of Quebec in 1819.
Okay, here we go. Get those Glorians ready. You got it. Ready, and here we go.
Gloria in cease Deo. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Good. Tell us a little bit about Light Up Night and the experience that that was like for everybody. How it changes over the years for you.
Yes, when I first did, before I was at Beaver, one of my students in my show choir, we had a packet very similar to this for caroling, said, let's go to Beaver. They're supposed to have their shops open, and there was like 20 people on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that just evolved into what the big shebang that it is now. And we just carol on the street. We have little lanterns because we carol at night.
Cool. Yeah.
And we just carol around. We find a group of people that we think might like to hear us, and we just kind of walk down the street, park and bark for a while, and and then just move along. Yes.
Where are they going to be performing over the holidays or in the future?
Well, we're almost coming to the end. We did the Christmas in the Woods, the Shaker Woods, in October. That was our first. We did Light Up Night. Tonight we're singing at our elementary school. They're having a Christmas party. Tomorrow night we're at Beaver Falls Library, 7 to 9. There's some sort of party there.
Novel Noel, I believe.
Yes, something. Yes,
Novel
that's
Noel.
yes.
Yeah.
And where else have we done? We went to Old Economy and New Brighton Wassail Walk.
Nice.
And we fed
Very
them
good.
pizza in between. That was always good.
Okay.
They will sing for pizza.
Oh, well, won't we all?
Yes, definitely.
What wouldn't we do for pizza? Okay, so let's wind this up with a song that can be an instrumental as well, but when you put the voices together, wow, it's
yes,
beautiful, isn't
one
it?
of our favorites. And Andrew is going to introduce it.
Next song is Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells is also known as the Ukrainian Bell Carol. Ukrainian composer Mykola Leontovich wrote it in 1916 as a winter folk song. The Ukrainian National Chorus brought the carol to the U.S. a few years later, when they performed it during a concert at the Carnegie Hall in October 1922.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tales. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On a day's head, on and on, their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, praising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling their tale. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On a day's head, on and on, their joyful tone to every home. On they send on without end, their joyful tones to every home. Ding dong, ding dong.
I heard somebody say ding dong, so I figured that was my cue to come back on the stage here. Okay, anything else that you'd like to tell us about? We have just a couple minutes left before we get into the final song.
Oh, I know something I could say.
Sure.
We are doing the Newsies, end of March.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So here you see a bunch of Newsies.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations to
Thank
all of
you.
you.
We're very excited.
Okay, very good. And so the closing medley, we can get into that right now. This is the Beaver Area Dickens Choir, And their director is Susan Metelsky, and what a wonderful experience this has been for all of us.
Thank you.
So
It's
good.
been fun for us. Thank you
Good.
so much. Our last song is We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and I tried to do some research, and it's anonymous. We don't know who wrote it. So, there it is. Don't know. Here we go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding, now bring some right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring some right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas!
Beautiful. The Dickens Choir, Charles Dickens, I'm Rizzo the Rat. And do you guys know that reference? If I said I'm Rizzo the Rat and that's Charles, the Muppets Christmas Carol, right? Okay, one of my favorites. Susan Metelsky, thank you so much for listening. Thank you all so much for being here. It makes our seasons bright.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
You've been listening and watching the St. Barnabas Radio Network's The Best of Beaver County. I'm Mike Romigh. This is the Beaver Dickens Choir. Don't forget to look for them. Newsies, and their album is going to drop any time now. And we'll be back next week with another choir to make the festive season feel even better. We hope you're enjoying it. Stay safe. It's been stated before that working at St. Barnabas is compassionate work with excellent career opportunities. In addition, we've heard when you enjoy what you're doing every day, it's not work. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen in to what motivates their employees.
Hello, my name is Emily Tahansky, and I love to be able to help others and knowing that I make a difference in a person's life.
Find out about the exceptional career opportunities St. Barnabas has to offer by visiting stbarnabashealthsystem.com/careers for more information or by calling 724-444-JOBS. That's 724-444-5627. Find out why St. Barnabas is apart from the ordinary.
When you think about retirement, what images come to mind? Why not let yourself imagine enjoying an exceptional retirement lifestyle at the Village at St. Barnabas in Gibsonia? Attainable luxury can become yours because the Village has no large upfront fees and it's based on a simple annual no-risk contract. The only decision to make is when to move in. Call 724-443-0700 or click stbarnabashealthsystem.com.
Thank you for listening to the Best of Beaver County. St. Barnabas is pleased to have provided content and sponsorship for the program. Tune in this Sunday at 11:30 for an encore presentation of today's program on Beaver County Radio. And next Thursday at 11 for another edition of the Best of Beaver County on WBVP, WMBA, and 99.3 FM.